The Poetry Center, bringing poetry to Paterson since 1980 at Passaic County Community College.
So I want to officially thank you all for being here and welcome you to my favorite night of the year. So, I've been looking forward to this, and in that, and I know students can relate and teachers can, sort of that first day of school, nervous and excited. And I know it's not the first day of school, but we've been planning this since the first day of school. So I think we reserved the theater the first day of school and worked on the prompts probably before that. So it's just so amazing to be in this room and to see all of you and to see our poets. And when I was speaking to our new poetry director, who I'll introduce in a minute, I said, I never really write my speech down, but I thought maybe that's a good idea. And Mike just asked if I'd use the screen, but those people in my family, and my daughter is here, know that I still write. I use a pencil and paper and index cards. So for you kids, this is what that looks like. So actually, there's proof that if you use a pencil to write things, it connects to a different part of your brain, and you can be very creative, and you can, give your fingers a rest and write it out. You'll see you'll see the difference. So I did write this out, and I want to say that it was a very good thing because we do have many people to thank. I'm going to try and be brief. The people who know me know that's not so easy for me, but I appreciate your time. Yes, it's true. I sort of like to talk, so thank you for giving me the opportunity. So my dear friend John, who came here from Brooklyn, told me to remind everyone to please silence your phones. So if you have a phone, please silence it. I will do the same. You don't want to be the person whose phone goes off. I was in an audience once and the phone went off and Meryl Streep, the actress, yelled at that person. I won't yell. Okay, so I'm going to officially say welcome poets, families, friends, teachers, and supporters of this program. Yes. Today is a day for celebration, and like I said, for me it feels like a major holiday because it's a day that, like some holidays, will stay with you and hopefully will sustain you because some days aren't so great, and we know that, and we know sometimes it's hard to get through the day, and I hope the memory of this day and hearing these words helps sustain you in many ways. Because now that we're here, we're all connected, and we'll remember being here. I see some poets here who I met at least 5 years ago, and it's an incredible joy and honor to read their work and to see them. And when we did the judging, we didn't see the names until we read the poems. And when I saw some familiar names, I was so happy because it shows their commitment, their talent, and it's just a real blessing to have them here. So if it's your first time, congratulations. I published my first poem when I was at least 50 years old. I don't think anyone here is 50. So congratulations to all of you, no matter how old you are, to have published a poem. So it was a hard year, and these poems really did sustain us. The other judge who I would like to introduce, Marion Paganello, on the stage, and I got together for many, many, many hours because there were more poems than ever. There were close to 1,000 poems. That's a lot of poems. So yes, there are 50 people who received awards from 1,000. I am not a mathematician. I think you can tell that. Just know you guys really are remarkable. So I want you to really feel that. All right. Now you're here because of your parents, your teachers, and also because of our wonderful poetry ambassadors, our visiting poets. 3 of them are here. Some of them, they might look familiar. I would like the honor to introduce Rashad Wright, Felicia Sherelle Capers, and Jaquair, did I do it a little closer? Gillette. They have been going into the schools and doing many other things, also working with the Paterson Poetry Festival, and I think Felicia will contact you to have a chance to read also at that festival that is the second weekend in October. Am I right? So this is not going to be your only opportunity to read, because now you're a known published poet. And so, and that is really an achievement. But they have, I know the work they do, I've gotten to watch them, and they are just simply amazing. So really, thank you to the 3 of you, and also we have 2 other poets, Melita Rodas, who works in Hudson County, and Jason Poole in Essex County. They couldn't be here. There are a couple of other people who I want to introduce. Of course, the founder of the Poetry Center, my teacher, my friend, my mentor, Maria Mazziotti Gillen, who is in the red. And sitting near her is our new poetry director, who's also wearing red. Did you guys plan that? A little bit. Christine Redmond-Waldeyer. And please smile and yes. Would also like to thank one of the women who's walking in right now is the Director of Cultural Affairs, Sue Balick. The woman outside who did, I'd say, 95% of the work is Cynthia Pagan, who does everything, and you RSVP to her. Also, I would like to thank, and she's not here right now, the person who did the layout of your beautiful anthology, and that is Madeline Laura. She did a beautiful job. And a very amazing artist named Linda Hillringhouse, who taught at this college and is also an artist. She's a writer and poet and artist. Amazing. She gave this to us, this beautiful drawing of a poetry door. And she actually did 2 designs for us. So very grateful to Linda Hillringhouse. It's really good. Thank you for clapping for Linda. Okay. All right. I also want to thank the New Jersey State Council on the Arts. Because of them, we get to have these programs. And we're lucky to live in New Jersey for a lot of reasons, I think. And we're really lucky that the New Jersey State Council supports the arts and allows us to do these programs. You know, we also do the theater programs. I hope some of you were here for that. And the Poets in the Classroom. And I know I do something else, but right now I can't remember because I'm a little nervous. Okay. All right. I want to thank the teachers. I know some of you, we have a number of teachers here. I met Mr. Campbell today, first time. If you're a teacher, I was going to make you stand up, but raise your hand. I see Ms. Gilchrist, Ms. Barrientos, Mr. Campbell, Ms. Lee. Oh, another teacher. I didn't get to shout out your name so I hear. The principal. Oh, the principal of School 28? There you are back there. Wonderful. So I still go to school. Oh, and Norman Weir, the principal of Norman S. Weir. A very special school, and there's a very special poem dedicated by Melise Fernandez, Goodbye to Norman Weir, that is just heartbreaking and beautiful. It's really like family. It's because of these teachers and the administrators that this really happens. And then, of course, because of the poets. So I just want to say, you are all extremely brave, and the people who have been at School 28, I think Lincoln has seen this. I don't know where Lincoln is. There you are, Lincoln. You might remember this. So I do this when I go to School 28, and I'm doing it tonight because my friend is here, and we were connected by a friend who lived in Texas. And when I went to visit her, she took me on this wonderful day. And I'm gonna, see, I can't cry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, sometimes you just miss people. So Anna took me and she said, look, that's just a rock. And it looked like just a rock. And then we realized that the rock opened up. And inside were all these amazing lines. It was just beautiful. We do it in show and tell. You parents are probably too young to remember show and tell because I'm older than you. But this rock, these are like the stories that we hold inside of us. And the world really sees us like this. They just see the exterior. But when you write a poem, and your poems are really heartfelt and open and honest, and some of them are dealing with very tough topics that you're going to hear, you are opening yourself up. You're not protecting yourself. That's scary. It's also amazing because that's where the art is and that's how we connect. So I think of my friend, I think of that day and I hold it the day that we went shopping and I just fell in love with this. And okay, the truth is I was going to give it to my daughter who's sitting there. But then I said, oh, I have to use this because it's too beautiful. And so that's what you're doing. You're brave and courageous and you're telling us what you're going through. And I'm telling you, your poems were so powerful, and you'll hear them in a minute when I stop talking, that sometimes I had to stop reading them because it was so much. I sent these poems to a friend and she said she read one and she had to put it down because she wasn't going to work the rest of the day. I didn't want her to get in trouble, so she's reading them now. But I just want you to know that. I'm also going to say, when you come up to read your poems, of course you could bring your anthology. We did not expect you to memorize the poems. And I want to say that when you read your poem, we all support you. We're like your family here. So yes, you could be a tiny bit nervous, but there's nothing to be nervous about. You're going to have this. You're going to have the poets assisting you. And this is a wonderful moment. I'm just going to urge you to try to read slowly, because you know your poem, but we don't all know your poem. And your teachers, I'm sure, have said this. Try to read it slowly. Enjoy it. Almost be in slow motion. So when I was in elementary school, I was so shy I wouldn't make a phone call. And my mother is here and she would tell you that's true. And I also went to speech class for 6 years because I could not speak in front of people. My voice would tremble, I couldn't do it. My speech teacher used to let me drink a soda during speech class. That's how she got me to go to speech class, and it worked. But what I'm telling you is I know what it's like to be nervous, okay? It's okay to be nervous, it means you care, all right? So we are here. If you want a little help, we can help you. Though looking at you, I think you could help us. So I'm just telling you that. All right, I'm almost done. Yes, you have learned that your voices matter, and do not allow them to be silenced, even if we're living in times where people might want them to be silenced, okay? So your words have power, and you matter, and your voices matter. Okay, we are gonna begin the ceremony in a minute. At the end, I'm going to let you take photos. You're also going to be getting presents, the poets, really great bags, backpacks. Yes, I'm looking at all of this. And you're getting one of your journals, and you're getting another one in I think in the envelope. So it's also, there will be digital copies, and you could always print them out. I want to show you before what you can do with your digital copies. This is something that my daughter made for me years ago when she printed out my favorite poems and made a book. You can do that with some of these poems. Some of the best gifts in life don't cost anything. So yes, she made this for me, and I carry it around in my Teachers Are Awesome pouch, because teachers are awesome to you teachers. Oops! Whoops! Your teachers are awesome. I think I have said everything I need to say. And I spoke for 12 minutes, which was 7 minutes longer than I meant to. So I apologize for doing that, but I was just so happy. Oh, Yes, I did have one more thing to say, but I think I'll say it at the end because it's somewhere in my show and tell bag. Oops. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I have this wonderful book. Actually, it's not a book, it's a library card catalog, which some of you don't know what that is. And it has quotes. And I'm going to quote one poet from the Harlem Renaissance, not a friend of Langston Hughes. Evidently, they didn't get along. County Cullen and Langston Hughes did not get along. And they're two of my favorite poets. So in my heart, they get along. This is by County Cullen, but he doesn't. I chose him even though I almost always choose Langston. This is his quote. The truth is, everything counts. Everything. Everything we do and everything we say. Everything helps or hurts. Everything adds to or takes away from someone else. County Cullen. What you're going to hear tonight will add to your life, I promise. So we are going to go in order. The poets are going to come up. They're going to be assisted by our poetry ambassadors, and you can hold your applause till the end. And I'm just going to introduce. You're going to come read your poem with the assistants, and then Marion Paganello is going to give you your certificate. Sound good? Okay, I would like to call our first poet, Montserrat Garcia. No one in this world is different. Grade 5.
No one in this world is different. Where I'm from is Mexico. Where I live is America. It's hard living in a place where they don't always welcome you and are trying to kick you out. No one deserves to be judged or mistreated just because of their skin color or origin. Everyone here works hard. Everyone here deserves respect. If they treat us badly, well then fine, but don't copy our traditions, food, or culture. Without immigrants, are we even America?
Wow. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. What an important poem. Thank you. You can get your certificate, and thank you for your words. No one in this world is different, right? Yeah. You know, somebody said, do I have to memorize the poems? That's worth memorizing, right? Okay, right? Yeah, I told you. Next, we have, I'm going to use the book because then I can do the school. Kayla Gonzalez from Public School 18, grade 6, Ms. Barrientos and Ms. Reyna, reading Who's Your Yellow?
Let's go, Kayla!
Yes, let's go, Kayla. I agree completely with that sentiment.
Yellow is a person in your life who brings joy. My yellow is my sister. My sister is my sunshine when the clouds are out. She's my happiness when the whole world makes me feel sad. She's my safety in this dangerous world, the laughter that fills my heart. Her voice is a melody that fills my void.
Kayla, that poem stayed with me so much. I had the great luck of going to see an exhibit of Vincent van Gogh, and there was a whole exhibit about yellow, and it really wowed me. And the other day, my husband said, I think yellow is my favorite color. I said, I think so too. I think because of Kayla, we'll be repainting one of the rooms yellow. To think, who's your yellow? You know, what an amazing thing. What an amazing poem. Thank you, Kayla. From grade 8, Norman S. Weir, Kaori Brown, Love for the Game. All right, Kaori. I'm so happy to meet Kaori because this is some poem, and he's here and ready to read.
Love for the game. From the moment I touched the orange ball, I knew what I wanted to do.
I had a dream to chase before all the late nights up, and the girlfriend's basketball was truly my first love. It started when I was a year old with a small orange ball with black lines on it. I never put the ball down. I used to eat with it, sleep with it. Most importantly, I put it in the hoop. As I grew up, I knew I had a dream. I knew where my heart was. As I grew up, I played biddy ball, then moved on to the City League. It was the ball that inspired me, or it was the way the ball made me feel. As I got older, my love for the game was like a full court press at its maximum effort. I realized it was something that I really wanted to do. From the small orange ball to the full size, I still have a dream that will come true, so I can make little K. Rory happy, make his parents happy, and make the ones that doubted him regret everything that they said about him.
That is a wow, right? And when we read that, we were wowed. We were wowed by all these poems. And it reminded me of Rashad's poem about basketball that I got to hear. And I don't know, we may have time to hear that. Let's see, yes. Okay, this is a special treat for me because this poet read the first year I was doing this program. I guess it's 5 years ago. And she's grown up, but she's still writing and wowing us. I'd like to introduce Amaya Jones from Norman S. Weir, grade 8. Reading, Please Don't Shoot. Please get ready.
Please Don't Shoot by Amaya Jones. When you see me walking down the street or in a restaurant waiting to give me something to eat, please don't shoot. When I am in school studying to learn or when it's my turn to speak, my words are firm. Please don't shoot. If I walk into a store, don't instantly label me as a thief. Don't reach for your gun or call the police. Please don't shoot. How many times do parents have to cry while unjustly watching their children die? Please don't shoot. The color of my skin is brown and yours may be white. I love all colors and treat them all with respect, so I know I sleep well at night. Trayvon, Brianna, Tamir, Martin, and Malcolm. Just to name a few, I bet the last thing that they whispered was, please don't shoot.
Yes. Yes. All we can say for that is thank you, because I can't comment on. Yes. 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 Oh, wow. Okay. But now I'm very happy to introduce Habiba Ali from Paterson STEAM High School, grade 10, Mr. Campbell's class. Thank you, Habiba.
Remembering by Habiba Ali. I offer you the gift of remembering because when my grandpa passed, it felt like the whole world paused and I didn't know how to move again. Grief didn't show up loud, it just sat with me. Like this heavy feeling I couldn't explain it to anyone. I still think about him all the time, even on days when I pretend I'm fine. Because forgetting him is something I know I'll never do. Some moments hit out of nowhere, like when I see someone who walks like him, or when a joke sounds like something that would make him laugh. But there's also this weird peace, like knowing he's somewhere better, someplace calm, where he doesn't hurt anymore. And even if it was my last day on earth, I still remember his voice, his stories, and the way he made everything feel okay.
Thank you, Habiba. I know we can all relate to that poem. And we were so moved by it. It was really, really powerful and so strong. And Mr. Campbell, thank you, because you have many people in this audience, right? Many poets here. So really, thank you. Those were some prompts. We needed a lot of tissues. Thank you, Habiba. We have another student of Mr. Campbell's. It's amazing. Also a first prize, Navia Norris, grade 10, A Light That Stayed.
This is a poem called A Light That Stayed by Navia Norris. I offer this poem not as goodbye, but as hope, a quiet gift left behind. The house didn't cry when you left, it just grew quieter. Your bed held on to its shape, like memory refusing to loosen its grip. It was one phone call that split my life in two. When loss felt distant, after time grew heavier, hope stepped in where words and I failed, teaching the hours how to move again. I searched for you in familiar rooms, and I did find you. Every time I remembered your routines and prayers, grief showed me love doesn't ever disappear. Hope showed me that it changes form. It glows like a steady flame inside my chest, carrying your strength forward with me. That was the moment everything in my life shifted.
Wow. The poems are just amazing, and even the titles, A Light That Stayed, it's so powerful that 4 words could move me so much, move all of us so much. That was just beautiful. Thank you. Wow. Okay, now I'm just looking. Okay, next. Here we go to our wonderful second prize winners. Is Janet here? Oh, yay! I'd like to introduce Janet Alaoui. Is that, say it again? Janet Alaoui. Thank you. Grade 5, School 28, Miss Gilchrist, Finding the Missing Pieces.
I thought I lost myself between quiet rooms and almost. I searched in other hands for parts I swore were gone, but every crack was only light waiting to get in. Every broken edge was proof I had survived. I am not unfinished, I am unfolding. The missing pieces were never missing, they were becoming me.
I am not unfinished, I am unfolding. Wow. I wish I had written that. Right? I mean, note to self, I am unfolding. Wow. Okay. Next, someone I've watched grow up, actually been here many times. I'd like to introduce Melise Fernandez from Norman S. Weir, grade 6, A Letter to Memories. Welcome, Melise. And as she's coming to the stage, this poem will really resonate with you and certainly with her principal and the teachers in this room.
Farewell. After all these years, a few schools have been chosen to shut down, and I happen to be in one of them. In 6th grade, you've mostly been everywhere. Field trips, funny moments, crazy moments, everything. And now it is all going to fade away because of one choice. Where my dreams flew high and really touched the sky, where I learned so much and had so much fun. At the end of the year, I'm not ready to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye to the people I know. Yet, honestly, I am a bit excited to say goodbye to some. To all the amazing and great teachers, even the ones I might not like, even the difficult substitutes and the fun ones, even the amazing principal and all she has done for us. They've taught me well. My classmates taught me how to be confident, even at my worst times. My friends taught me how to be me and not be quiet and hidden. From when we were young in kindergarten and now in middle school, old me would have been so proud if she saw me today. So now, goodbye long memories and goodbye Norman S. Weir.
Yeah, that is a really moving, and we're all heartbroken, all of us. And Some things, you can't even comment on, but all of these poets, I don't know if you even knew this was happening at Norman S. Weir. All of the poets have been there, and they're a huge supporter of the programs and everything. And I remember going to that school and coming home and saying, oh, I just went to one of the most amazing schools I've ever been to. Unbelievable. What a feeling of camaraderie. What an amazing place, an oasis. And it is just beyond me. So yes, I just wanted to say that. And Melissa's poem really said it better than I said it, but I wanted you to know that we're all thinking about all of you. Yes. Okay, is Julissa here? Yay! It's Julissa Jimenez from grade 6, Mrs. Carrasquillo's class, Connections.
How are you? They answer with truth, not habit. Suddenly the door opens. That's a connection. Not the kind you walk past, but one that wraps around you, where silence isn't awkward and feelings are spoken, not hidden. Deeper conversations, expressing fears and hopes, the parts of ourselves we don't show everyone. Would you do that with a stranger? Because a connection feels different. It feels safe. It feels like being understood without having to explain everything. Words do that. They turn people into something more than just faces in a crowd.
Wow. Wow. Unfortunately, Julissa wrote that, words to that. We did not write that. They turn people into something more than just faces in a crowd. Wow. I'm so glad you were here to read that poem because it was wonderful and it's so true and so beautifully written. Okay, next, Mariah Duhart, Norman S. Weir, grade 7, Music is Me.
Voices echo around the room, but none of them are mine. My thoughts stay inside, waiting to be released. Music gives them somewhere to go. So I take out my headphones, put them on, and press play. The flow of the beat pulls me in, slowing down my breath and steadying my skin. I listen to the lyrics, the song understands before anyone else. Singing the emotions I don't know how to name, saying the words I can't say out loud. Music becomes my voice when mine won't come out. Every feeling I couldn't explain finds its place in the melody. I turn up the volume, letting the song do its magic. The music consumes my mind until the world finally quiets down.
Yes, that's the word, awesome. And again, even the titles, Music is Me, I love the alliteration. I just loved it. And Mariah, so there you go. I mean, just fantastic. Just fantastic. And next, I mean, really, whoops, there went my speech. Next, I'm happy to introduce Emmeline Aranabar from School 28, grade 8, Blank Ending. Another amazing title. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Blank ending. I'm just a girl with time to write a story, one which takes place in other people's worlds, where there's a villain and a hero and always an ending. New stories begin and others end, but no matter what, the memories stick with you, like sentences you keep rereading. And their stories, they live in the present, their lives organized into chapters. When something happens, it moves the plot, every action done with purpose. Their endings earned, their story finished. Mine remains a draft, pages wide open. Every story keeps me longer than it should have, refusing to let me leave. The pages keep me to stay, because it's easier to be a reader than a character. When I close my book, my room is the same, nothing touched or moved, only my thoughts lingering like ink that refuses to dry. I'm never afraid to finish a story. My own has so much potential. I might be a girl writing a story of other worlds, but I'll leave my ending blank, just in case.
Wow. Just in case. Just in case, blank ending. So hopeful. These poems give us all such hope. And sometimes we think we're living in times without hope, but there's hope. We just have to look hard to find it. Wow. I would like to introduce Suhabateen. Yes? Okay. Grade 8, Mrs. DiPietro, almost.
Almost. I almost raised my hand today, but I didn't. The answer sat in my head quiet, like it didn't exist. Sometimes being almost brave is enough for a day. I still showed up, I still listened, I still tried, and that's okay. Time is a thief, slipping through my hands like sand, stealing time I swear I just had. My heart is an instrument, beating loud in my quiet head. The moon watches me, a white eye in the sky, whispering secrets in the night. Memories stick like glue, sweet as candy, sharp as a knife, laughing and cutting at the same time. Hope is like fire, fragile, shaking, but brave enough to keep burning anyway.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce another student from Ms. DiPietro's class at School 18, 8th grade, Muhammad Hassan, reading The Mask I Wear.
The mask I wear. I wear a mask, not the one you expect, not plastic nor paper, stitched from be quiet and smile anyway. It lasts when I'm dying, nodding when I'm breaking, smirking when I'm really not, because the world doesn't want the cracks. The world loves the version of me that I invented, always joyful and funny, thinking I am perfect when I'm really not. But under this, I scream, I frown, I feel down, I cry. But tonight is the night. I make my decision. I make what's right. I tear it off, piece by piece. The mask may return tomorrow, but tonight, I am loud. I am brave. I am who I want to be. I am me.
Talk about bravery, right? I mean, like, wow. Like, total wow. Yes. Read that poem when you're feeling you need a little inspiration. Thank you, Muhammad. Like, wow. There's a poem by Langston Hughes about I Wear a Mask. I think that's the title. So I love the mask I wear. Okay. I'm happy to introduce Iza Islam. Yes, wonderful, grade 8, school 18. Miss DiPietro's class.
The weight of familiarity. People say I look like him. They say it casually like it means something. They mention the smile, same shape they say. It shows up at the wrong time. But it's more than that. It's the way I go quiet instead of explaining myself. The way I take responsibility before it's asked for. I notice it in small habits, how I keep things moving, how I carry things without calling them heavy. When they say I look like him, I don't correct them.
You know, in every poem, there's sort of a magic line. Actually, Bruce Springsteen said that, so, you know, I'm just repeating it. And it's fun to look for the magic line in poems. But I love the line, how I carry things without calling them heavy. Wow. I wish I'd written that. Really, it's a fun activity, though. Read poems and find the magic line, or songs, like Mariah, Music Is Me. Listen to songs, find the magic line. I am so happy to introduce someone who I wasn't sure was coming. I'm so happy you're here. And that is Christy Ramirez from the wonderful School 18, grade 8. The Things We Left Unsaid. Yes, please read slowly, Christy.
I type I write, I jot down the words my brain can't explain. When the adjectives, the verbs, and even the nouns fill my paper like they fill my head. When I can finally express the words I left unsaid, or the thoughts that are being told to me as I lay in my bed. As poets, we write what others can't say. As poets, we express our love for things this way. As poets, we express the best and worst depending on how the words are conveyed. As a poet, I type, I write, I jot down the words of those people whose brain can't explain. As a poet, I write for those who are afraid. It takes courage to share what you internally think. When others slice your tongue to silence you before you can blink. And before you can cry or even react, you write it down for later. Because us poets don't cry, we bleed on paper.
Wow. Wow. Miss Barrientos runs a poetry club at School 18. And props, really. Because we poets, we don't cry, we bleed on paper. Wow. Wow. Yes. Really. And next, I'd like to introduce another student from the wonderful School 18 who submitted 2 poems, and we had to pick which one, David. So, they were amazing. I'd like to introduce David Ramos, grade 8, Public School 18, reading The Smart Kid.
He used to finish first, not for the praise, but because the answers made sense, like puzzle pieces that wanted to be found. Teachers said his name with that one tone, the one that meant bright future, gifted, you'll go far. He carried those words like trophies made of glass. Now, the numbers on the screen blur. Assignments sit open while his mind drifts somewhere heavy and hard to explain. He reads the same sentence 4 times and it still won't stay. It's not that he doesn't try, he tries in the quiet ways. Staying up late, rewriting notes, staring at the ceiling, telling himself, focus, focus, focus. But efforts doesn't always look like results. Sometimes it looks like a tired kid with a pencil in his hand or a storm in his head. The red marks start appearing, small at first, then louder. Each one whispers, maybe you're not the one who they thought you were. He starts to miss the version of himself that understood everything. The kid who raised his hand without fear that the answer might be wrong. Still, every morning he gets up, puts the backpack on, and walks into the building where expectations hang in the air like a weight he can't set down. That counts for something, because even dim stars are still stars. Sparks don't disappear. Sometimes they just buried under the ash, waiting for air.
Wow. Because even dim stars are still stars. I didn't write that, David did. Yeah. Wow, David. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. We had more poets enter from high schools than ever before. And it was really amazing. So I would just like to say, wow. I'm about to introduce a 9th grader from John F. Kennedy High School. His name is Wandry Duran, reading Before We Got Ripe.
Hi everyone, my name is Wandry, and before I share my poem, I need just a minute of your time. I want to talk about something so many of us feel but rarely say out loud. We grow up believing that to fit in, we have to stretch ourselves, to become versions of us that don't feel natural. I'm here today to remind you, you don't have to be anything you're not. You don't have to twist yourself just to belong, and you sure don't have to do it just to prove you're enough. I know what that feels like because as a freshman, I struggled a lot in middle school. I was bullied and it made me question who I could trust. But I was raised to be kind, to see the beauty in others. And slowly, I realized that standing out doesn't mean being loud. It means being myself. In fact, this year I was chosen as a captain in training for my volleyball team, something I never expected in my first year. And it's not just about being young or winning titles, it's proof that when you stay true, things start to fall into place. So please, I don't want anyone here to go home and doubt that they belong. I don't want you to feel like your worth fades if you don't fit some imaginary mold. I know it's heavy and I know it feels like too much sometimes, but please don't give up. Just be yourself because when you are, and I promise, when you are, the world opens up in ways you never imagined. Now, here's my poem. We spent so much time trying to ripen, like fruit laid on the counter, checking our reflection for proof we're ready to be liked, ready to be chosen, photographed from the right angle. We learn only how to read a room, how to word the right laugh, how to follow instructions, like the twins on how to survive. They call us adolescents, but we are still kids of loud thoughts, with mirrors everywhere, with a fear of being seen the wrong way. 7-year-old me never checked his stomach after dinner. If he tripped, he laughed into his mother's arms, a sound soft and warm like the sun slipping into the ocean. He didn't rehearse his smile. He didn't measure his worth. He didn't rush becoming who he was meant to be. Somewhere along the way, we all decided growing up meant holding our breath, shrinking ourselves to fit in the same spaces as everyone else. But there was still so much more left to explore, so much grass to fall on, so many moments that do not require a witness. If not for who we are today, then for the child inside us who doesn't know how to hate themselves, who is waiting patiently for us to remember how to live.
Wantry, I don't think that Felicia is going to let you go. I think you're going to be reading it. Wow. Wow, that was just magic. I mean, and that speech before, Wantry, wow. I'm speechless, and that's very rare. It happens, my daughter might say, twice in her lifetime, so wow. Wow, I know, I actually had to reach for tissues halfway through, so here, Rashad, if we need some tissues over there. Oh, I'm very I see that, okay, all right. I'm very happy to say that Kayla Jerez is here, yes? Yes, Mr. Campbell, okay. Another student of Mr. Campbell's, Kayla Jerez, did I say that properly? Okay, so that's why you didn't come up. Kayla Jerez, I apologize for that. From Mr. Campbell's class at Steam High School, I am offering you strength. Wow. Wow.
Good evening. I'm offering you a strength. I offer you the gift of strength, not something you can see, but a bridge that stays steady even when life shakes. A strength is a bridge you can walk across, even when the storms start racing. Keep it close like a warm coat on cold days. Let it settle in you like roots gripping the ground. It's a quiet fire inside you that refuses to go out, a small light that rises again, like dawn after night. My strength stands beside you, like a tall tree. Even in the strongest winds, take it. I believe in you. Sometimes belief is the strongest thing a person needs to keep standing.
I don't know if I can find just one magic line in that poem. I am offering you strength. Wow. Thank you, Kayla. Wow. Okay. And we have, yes. Picture? Yes, Fiorella is here. Oh, we switched. I'm so happy because we had the names in the opposite order. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. And I'm very happy to introduce another student of Mr. Campbell's, Fiorella Grabiel, grade 10, An Offering of Patience.
An offering of patience. I offer you the gift of patience, not a clock or a timer, but something that stays quiet even when you feel rushed. Patience is a slow sunrise, coming up in its own time, reminding you that some things can't be pushed to happen faster. It's like waiting for school to finally end, long and tiring, but worth it at the end. Patience knows you can't fix every problem at once, so it stays with you, letting you handle things when you are ready, and with time, patience grows. Like a seed rising through the soil, stretching toward the light, showing how small things can become strong as a tree.
Thank you. Thank you, Fiorella. Oh, and it's so nice, Fiorella and Kayla's poems are next to each other, and you guys are classmates. Serendipity, An Offering of Patience, I am offering you strength. Oh, this is like the best kind of medicine. And I just want to say, and we're almost through, I just want to thank this amazing audience for your support, for the way you listen, the way you applaud. I said, it's extraordinary. I've been other places. People are on their phones. People are talking. People are leaving. Never in this room. So I just want to say thank you, because it's an honor to be among people who value words and each other. And thank you. Yes. Okay. Solomon Phillip from Paterson P-Tech, grade 12, Miss Pizant, adulting, ready or not. Oh, Solomon, I've been waiting to meet you.
Adulting, ready or not. I remember the rain hitting the windshield so hard it felt like the world was ending. The car slowed, then stopped, and silence rushed in louder than the storm. A broken car, a dark road, rain soaking through our clothes. I remember freezing, waiting on someone else to fix it, until I realized someone else had to be me. My hands shook, my voice tried to be brave, and for the first time, I stepped forward into the back.
I love how Solomon captured that moment so beautifully. And sometimes we say, oh, we have nothing to write about. Oh, we do. And that moment, it like becomes enormous and so moving and so powerful. I've been waiting to meet Solomon. we've been waiting to meet all of you. It is so wonderful. I know the next poet is here because I actually had the pleasure of visiting his classroom earlier this year, and I'm so happy that he's here from School 28. I'd like to introduce Lincoln Alexander Singh in grade 3.
I am grateful. I am grateful for my mom cooks. I am grateful for when my dad helps me homework. I am grateful for my brothers when they play with me. I am grateful for my teachers when they teach me. I am so grateful for being here.
I think in many ways that's the line of the night. I'm so grateful for being here. Yes. Really, thank you, Lincoln. A total pleasure. I don't go to grade 4 at School 28, but I think I want to next year. Sorry, guys. I know I give the older grades to you guys, but I may have to go visit Lincoln. I would like to introduce Jelen Khalifa. Is that correct? Khalifa? Khalifa, say it again for me. Jelen Khalifa. Thank you, and I apologize. I meant to practice. Reading, grade 5, Miss Alves, School 7, I Miss What I Had.
I had a country, beautiful like crystals, beautiful like love. But I had to leave that, and I can't always go back to that. To loving friends and families, exotic fruits and plants, my country is so beautiful that the sun constantly shines on my country. You may think it's not extraordinary, but it's like paradise to me.
Thank you. Thank you. And I would like to say that if you're a teacher in this room, you will be getting one of the poets to go to your classes, assuming the New Jersey State Council on the Arts gives us our grants. And particularly Miss Alves, you entered and you had 2 winners, which is really extraordinary because there were so many poems and it was a major achievement. And we were just happy. We want as many schools to participate as possible. So it's school 7, we have to find our way. I missed what I had. What a great prompt. We could all write to that, right? And I would like to introduce, and this might be our last poet, because we are missing some people. I'm sorry they're not here, but I'm so grateful you were all here. I'd like to introduce Afsa Siraj from School 28, grade 5, reading Painting Life.
How does an artist start a painting? Do they start lost or do they pick up a brush and mix colors? What do they feel? Do they start with yellow, warmth like being born? Do they feel a splat of blue rolling down their cheek? Does anger overcome them? Does the paint form a red, angry, clenched fist? And finally, after all, do they end up happy with the beautiful result? Is their painting life a blank canvas slowly being filled?
Is their painting life a blank canvas slowly being filled? There's a theme that's run through all this. And I hope that this night is a color on your canvas. And I hope that these poems have touched you and may they stay with you. And really, I just want to say a thank you to the poets for moving us and being so brave and doing such an extraordinary job reading so beautifully. I'd like to give them all a hand. Really, awesome. Yes.